Hello, welcome back to the YarnNYarns YouTube channel. My name is Angela and all the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. Here on the channel you'll find me chatting about my adventures in knitting, spinning, crochet and weaving, all of the fibre related things. Today's video is just a really short one, just introducing the 12 cast-ons 2025 make along. If you are new to the channel, then this might be the first time you're hearing about the 12 cast-ons. It's a make along that I have been hosting for the last few years, whereby I spend some time casting on 12 new projects to set myself up for my coming weeks, months, years worth of making. And for the last few years, the wonderful folks watching YouTube here, the YarnNYarns community, have been joining in this make along with me. I've been asked a few times over the last couple of weeks whether I'll be hosting the make along again this year. And for some folks who have not been here as part of our community for very long, they've been asking me for a bit more detail. So I thought I would pop up a really short explanation video, and hopefully this one will go up on Christmas Eve, which will be the first day of our cast on extravaganza. In the past, I have had the opportunity to spend 12 consecutive days casting on 12 new projects to get myself set up for my year's worth of making. And the original inspiration behind this make along was to try and get some yarns or some patterns on the needles that had been in my stash, or things that I'd wanted to make for a while and just hadn't found the opportunity to do so. Now, since I started the make along, my life has changed quite a lot. I used to be self-employed, fully self-employed. I'm now part-time employed, part-time self-employed. Gone are the days where I was able to structure my time off how I wanted to. This year, I've only got a couple of days off. I've only got Christmas Day and Boxing Day off. I have decided to make the 12 cast-ons this year follow a similar format to that which I did last year. Instead of spending 12 consecutive days casting on new things, I am going to be utilising the whole cast-on period for our make-along. So, as I've already mentioned, it starts on the 25th of December and the cast-on portion goes right through till the end of January. I'm going to be casting on mainly over my weekends when I can, and I'll be sharing the cast-on videos throughout the coming weeks. So each day that I cast on, I put together a little vlog just sharing what I'm casting on, what yarns I'm using, what patterns, what I get up to that day and how much progress I make. I should be casting on, as I said, my first project on Christmas Eve, and so the first actual cast on video will hopefully follow on the channel soon. In terms of how you can participate, I do appreciate that not everyone wants to have lots of works in progress on the needles. Some people are much more monogamous makers, or people like to have one project from each type of craft that they enjoy doing on the needles, and I completely appreciate that. So to join in, you definitely do not have to cast on 12 projects. You can just cast on one and you will be more than welcome to join our little cast on party and our make along. Or you can join me and cast on the full 12. There's quite a few people over the last few years that have done that. But if one's not quite enough and 12 is too daunting, you're most welcome to cast on any number in between, but the maximum is 12 projects. The cast on portion of our make along will run from the 24th of December through till the 31st of January. And I will have a little prize draw at the end for everyone who has cast on. There will be some threads up in the YarnNYarns Ravelry group, which is always linked below the video. If you're not a Ravelry user, you can participate on Instagram by using the hashtag 12castons2025, and I'll pop that up on the screen so you can see the hashtag that we'll be using. If you don't use any form of social media, you're most welcome to email me at yarnnyarns@yahoo.com. I'll put the email address on the screen. If you just email me a picture of your cast on project, then I shall also include you in the prize draw if you want to be involved in that way. Now, after we finished the cast on party at the end of January, there will also be a year-long make-along where we try to work through and finish as many of our projects as we can. And again, we'll be just using the same hashtag on Instagram. There will be a finished object thread over in the Ravelry group, and just post pictures of your finished objects, and I will have regular prize draws throughout the year. Last year I did them every quarter, and I think I will probably do so this coming year as well. So yeah, it's just a fun year-long make-along, kicking off with a cast-on party, which starts today, or will be today if you're watching this as I put the video up. I appreciate there'll be many of you out there who've got much better things to do on Christmas Eve than watch a video from me, but but anything that you cast on from Christmas Eve onwards counts for the make-along. You can participate with any craft that you want to. Knitting, of course, crochet. If you're a spinner, you could start 12 new spinning projects if you want, or any combination of those. Weaving, completely welcome as well. Just 12 new fibre craft related projects. As an exciting little extra this year, for anyone that completes all 12 projects, we have an extra little souvenir for you. So I was contacted a few weeks ago by one of our community members, Ellie, and she said that she'd had a thought that wouldn't it be really fun if we had a little badge to give out to anyone who completed all 12 cast-ons, and she offered to arrange to design that badge and get them made up. I will pop a picture on the screen of our fun little 12 cast-on badge, and so I will be trying to keep track of everyone who has cast on the full 12. If you're interested in receiving your little 12 cast-ons badge, then we can get in touch at the end of the cast-on period, and I can arrange to get one of those sent out to you. So big thank you to Ellie for coming up with that idea and for arranging it all. I think it's such a lovely, fun idea, and I'm excited to be able to send out some little souvenirs to anyone who participates by casting on all 12 projects. Hopefully we've had enough badges made. If we do have any extras, then I might be able to include them as part of the prize draws as we go through the year, but we'll just see what happens with regard to that. Each year the number of people subscribed and watching the channel is growing, so it's always a little bit tricky to figure out how many people we think might complete the full 12 challenge, but hopefully we've made a good guesstimate. So yeah, I think that is everything. If you do have any questions, if there's anything that I've forgotten to mention, then please do leave your questions in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And as this video is going up on Christmas Eve, if you have already started your cast-ons, if you've cast on your first project, or maybe you've cast on a couple by the time you get to watch this video, then don't forget to let me know what you've cast on in the comments below, because in each of my cast-on videos, my first day sort of vlogs, I try to give as many shout outs as I can so we can all get inspired by everything, all of the different types of projects that everyone is casting on. I love this time of year. It's quite a lot of work to get all of my projects on the needles and to make the videos and to do all the shout outs, but I just love it. It's a real highlight of my year, so hopefully we can make this year the best one yet. I will also try to share as many cast-ons as I can over on Instagram. I'll be picking up any posts that I see with the hashtag on them, but if you want to tag me in your posts over on Instagram as well, then as I say, I'd be trying to share as many of those photographs in my stories as I can. There are occasions where I can't share folks' stories, and I think that's usually where someone has a private account, and also you'll know if I've seen it because you'll get a little like and a comment from my YarnNYarns Instagram account. So if you've cast on and you haven't seen me commenting, there is a possibility that for one reason or another I just haven't picked up that you've started following me. I usually follow back anyone that follows me, but please do send me a message or give me a prompt in the comments below with your Instagram username, and I will try and make sure that I'm following you and that we get to share all of the fun new cast-ons. Time to wrap up this little video. I'm off to start gathering the things that I need for my first cast-on and I can't wait to hear about your cast-on plans. Maybe you've cast on some things already, so yeah, I can't wait to hear about all of the new projects that come into being as part of the cast-ons extravaganza. I will be back again soon with some more making content. Of course, I've got the 12 cast-on videos, but I've also gotten a little bit behind editing my Vlogmas footage, so there's going to be one more Vlogmas vlog videos where I've got sort of bits and pieces from a few of my days that I need to put together and get those up on the channel. And I've also got a 12 castons making vlog that I'm going to include as part of my Vlogmas series as well. So those should be going up in the next couple of weeks before the end of December as well. So plenty of content to come here on the channel. So I hope you will join me for the next video. But until we do get to spend time together again, I hope you get to do some of the things that you enjoy. Happy, peaceful holidays to you all. Bye for now.